Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Sincerely Lady C, where I am as sincere as possible with this crazy thing called life through infertility, specifically life with IVF. I have brought my husband on so I can interview him and get his thoughts and opinions about a little bit of the journey. So ladies, if you are watching this, you can grab your husband so your husband can actually see another man's point of view of the journey. All right, so we have a couple questions that Gregory is just going to answer. Be sure you subscribe. Be sure you subscribe to the channel. We are not done with our journey. We are moving forward, and we need all the prayers that we can get. All right, first question. You ready, honey?
Yep.
Okay, first question is, how has this experience going through IVF and also or losing the first transfer, how has that impacted you as an individual? How has it changed you?
Okay, so with IVF, it has made me more aware of what women go through as far as women that can't not have children. It made me more aware of what they go through. Because coming up, I would see, a lot of women, they would be pregnant. And not even trying. Some trying, but some not trying. And you can't even joke about it anymore. Like the April Fool's joke.
I wish they wouldn't.
Guys, you know what? I just found out that I'm pregnant. And like some people be like, I don't even know who the baby's father is, and that kind of stuff. So, but you can't even joke like that anymore because there's a lot of women. What is it? 1 in 8?
Statistic is 1 in 8 couples.
That's a lot. The United States of America, that's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
So you can't joke about it. So it has made me more aware of what women go through because, again, coming up as a kid, I didn't see problems with women having issues.
Yeah, you do have a big family, do you?
Yeah, I have a big family. But even just coming up in the church and then all my friends that I went to school with, nobody was having problems or nobody was talking about it.
That could be it too.
Because back in the day, people just kept their mouth shut about those kinds of things. So, so that's, it's made me more aware. Now the transfer was easy. It was a success, but having a miscarriage, that was tough. I don't really tell nobody this, but I was on the line working, talking to Christine, and I was about to cry. I was literally about to cry. But she told me not to cry, and I was like, this is the first.
I was probably crying on the other end, telling him not to cry.
It's like, that was a tough situation. So it did make me sad because I just knew that was the one. Like this was the first one, and we were about to have a little baby running through here. But
That kind of got me.
Oh. That's pretty much all I have for that one right there.
All right, next question. How did it impact our relationship? In your point of view, how did it impact our relationship? Marriage, friend, whatever.
Well, it brought us closer together.
I agree.
When it happened, I want to say at 1 week or 2 weeks later, I had a whole week off from work. So we were able to spend that whole week together and do things that we like to do together.
Play PlayStation.
We had fun and yelling at each other, no, do this, no, do that. But,
so if you play PlayStation 4, I'll just plug this in right there. What is it? 2? It Takes Two. That one's good.
It Takes Two? Okay.
Yeah, It Takes Two. Where they're a married couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It is fun. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like one of the plugs, part of that game is I had to shoot cheese. I had to shoot cheese at different things, and she had it was matches.
Yeah, I had to
and she
set
was
the cheese on fire.
setting cheese on fire. That was a good game.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
The game is about a couple that is about to divorce, but then their daughter kind of wished that they would become friends again, so they turned into dolls, and they have to work together to figure things out, so they don't get a divorce. It's so fun. So that had nothing to do with this, but if you guys want to do a team building.
Yeah, I mean, no, because seriously, if you go and if y'all have a PlayStation 4 and you play this game, it will help you. Seriously. It was fun. It brought us closer together, and we were able to heal together. That was the biggest thing, was the healing part, because I mean, to lose a baby is not easy.
It's not easy on the pockets either when you're going through IVF.
I don't want no parts.
All right, number 3. Number 3 came because me and Gregory had a conversation about what if his mom was here. And most of you guys know that his mom, he lost his mom at an early age. Well, not like teenage age, but it was at that moment where you were like becoming a man.
Yeah, I was 22.
Yeah, so that early age of becoming a man. So I want you to share your thoughts in how, if your mom were here, how you would want her to be here, or if now that she's not here, the difficulties in going through life without her, especially going through this.
Yeah. Okay. When I say this, I don't want anybody to like be offended. So, but my mom was a different kind of person, and my mom did everything with love. Everything. and she
did.
But she also didn't play. If you were wrong, she would let you know that you were wrong. And that might be why I think I am like my mom, because I don't speak often, but like I don't let people play around with me, and so I I have to be a little stern. But she, in this moment, I believe that she would have came over to the house and she would have prayed with both of us. I believe that she would have talked with us through every step, and she would have been with us through every step. She was just a different kind of soul. I don't know how to really explain it. Like, you would have had to have been around my mom to understand. Like, when people say that person has a personality of their own, like there's nobody like that person. Well, like, my mom was literally that person. There's nobody that was like my mom. Like, you can't find anybody in the United States or in the world that was like my mom. The sadness that happened, I don't think that it probably would have been sad like for a brief moment, but with her, she would have came right over here and just, she would have grabbed both our hands and started praying.
Travailing.
If your parents are not here with you to support, maybe you can find somebody that has a great listening ear, that can give you great advice. What I believe is you should depend on God. You should pray, and you should talk to God. And a lot of people think that you have to get on your knees and like go in, and no, you can. It's just how we are talking to y'all right now. You can talk to God and tell him how you feel. And one thing about God is you can tell God, I am upset. You can say, I am very upset. I am not happy with this situation. And God listens. He hears you, and he will come through. He'll give you an answer.
All right, last question. All right, for all the men out there that have a wife that is going through infertility, or if the man, hello, there is also some men factor in infertility. Okay, but not in this one. It's all me. But for all the men that are journeying through infertility, do you have any encouraging words for them?
Pray, have faith, believe. That's a track that I listen to. It's a little praise break, and I ain't gonna sing it, but on that song he says, "Have faith, believe." That's it.
Have faith and believe.
If you have faith and you believe, God will handle the rest.
That was good. But if I can throw something in for the women, if you are the reason for journeying through infertility, I can tell you what I had to pray for, and that might help you, even though it is all about the men section segment here. But since you're watching, I might as well throw a nugget in for you. I had to start praying that the shame and guilt of being the reason why we go through why we are going through infertility, I really had to pray that off. I go back to it every now and then when I feel it trying to attack me again. Just letting you know, it is not your fault. How would you have known that you would be struggling to have a baby?
Right.
How would you have known God chose this journey for you? So it's not at all your fault. So there is no reason to keep walking around feeling guilty,
right,
that you've gone through this, or feeling guilty that you lost a baby, feeling guilty that the transfer didn't work, or shame that you can't create a baby, shame that you were created as a woman, a woman that is supposed to be able to create life, and you can't, not on your own. That shame, you have to pray that off. It's not your fault. Woo! And that is my little nugget for the women. If you were watching this the whole time and you didn't leave your husband there to watch all by himself. All right, so anything else you got?
No, I just hope and pray that everything that was said will help somebody out there. And remember, have faith, believe.
Have faith, believe. That's a good one. I think I'm gonna title that this YouTube diary, Have Faith and Believe by the husband. All right, guys, thank you for joining my diary. Keep praying as we pursue baby number 2 soon. Please pray for that as we journey through that. Pray that look like Gregory. All right, guys, we are leaving. We are out of here. Thank you for joining. Hope something was said or done that encouraged you. Have a good night.
See ya.